Returning from the Trowlands, Connacht once again traveled to the main forum to meet with the Smiths of Muirthemne. Again, Connacht described a device of great power, one that was capable of turning entire cities into fiery ruin. The ancient Cailleach had called it a sun hammer. When Treval noted that such a device was beyond his power to create, Connacht held aloft a glowing gem, a Cailleach heartstone. Treval marveled. It was the very thing they needed to create the sun hammer. Connacht had retrieved the gem from the remains of the rod shattered by Sardonic. The instrument of Moagam's defeat was delivered to them by the fiend himself. Yet even with the mighty power source, the sun hammer would take many months to forge. Before they parted ways, a peasant woman rushed from the crowd to Connacht. She babbled that her husband had been taken by something called the spider cult. As guardsmen ushered the troubled woman away, Connacht asked about this spider cult. "A band of ruffians who worship some kind of big spider," was the guard's reply. Only Treval realized the true danger the spider cult posed. Slowly, the harsh winds of winter began their change into warm spring breezes as the world began to awake from its icy slumber. Connacht was overseeing construction of the newest battlements along the city gates when he spied a small army approaching. As one soldier reached for his horn, Connacht steadied his hand. The army was not Moagam's. Damas and Ravana had returned, and with them hundreds upon hundreds of Northmen refugees from the 12 Duns. Connacht raced to greet his returning friends. Damas and Ravana told him of their journey and of their narrow escape from the Watcher. From the gate, Heron guards approached Damas, cutting their reunion short. The Emperor had demanded his presence. Damas was escorted to the imperial palace, followed by Connacht, Ravana, and his troop of soldiers. The Emperor was happy to see Damas return safely, yet he was outraged that he would abandon his charge and take a platoon of soldiers along with him. Damas merely held his head, bowed in silence, and stated that whatever punishment he was given, he would accept. Ravana and Connacht spoke in his defense, saying that by disregarding his charge, he had saved thousands of people and delivered over 100 fighting men to the Landkerfen army. The Emperor came to see the good that had come from such a reckless action and decided upon leniency. Majarin appeared angry at the Emperor's clemency, but even his scowls could not hinder the shouts of rejoicing from the soldiers. Damas and Ravana embraced in celebration. Connacht slipped away from the imperial chambers and made his way to the streets of Landkerfen. He had an appointment that nothing would keep him from. He had received a message from Treval of the Smiths of Muirthemne. The sun hammer was finally completed.
You cannot win. In your blood be cleansed.
You guards, come with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
New units
What do we
received.
have here? A dwarf smith. Dwarf with a mana bar. There's some enemies coming. Let's see what it can do.
With pleasure.
Oh, it's a dwarf with a flamethrower, of course. Okay, so we just killed a bunch of spider cultists. They're going to be our main enemy for this mission and the next. The movie you saw at the start of this video where Connacht, well, I guess the narrator was explaining the Sun Hammer and the spider cult. I don't know if you think that this spider cult thing just kind of seems to come out of nowhere. The that cutscene, it actually appears first before the refugees mission. I moved it over to in front of this mission just because it didn't make sense to have it in front of refugees. It seemed to be really terrible foreshadowing with the spider cult. It kind of works better in front of this mission, but then it says, okay, the Sun Hammer's going to take months to build, and then suddenly, okay, it's ready, come pick it up. So we saw us killing spider cultists before. They're not really remarkable. You kind of saw everything they could do right away. They run pretty fast, and they have a very small chance of paralyzing a unit when they hit it. But other than that, nothing too remarkable. These are giant spiders. Connacht can kill them in one hit. These giant spiders, they don't have a lot of health. They move pretty fast. One ability they do have, which is very powerful, is that they can walk up steep slopes. Slopes that only Solus can go up normally. So in multiplayer it makes spiders really good scouts or for attacking Solus. However, this level is all flat ground, so we won't get to see that ability of those giant spiders. In the meantime, I'm just going to farm up a couple Connacht kills because his kill count got wiped again. In fact, that cutscene at the very beginning, it made a lot of weird things in this level, and that reminds me, I forgot to name you. You might notice there's only one named warrior, McTimmy. That's because at the very beginning you see Connacht with a lot of kills and 6 warriors about to enter this mission. Those units are actually... Hey, I'm talking to them. Those units are actually still out there in front of this mission. These are brand new. This is a new Connacht. These are 6 new warriors. The net effect is that your 6 most veteran warriors don't get to fight in this mission. So there were 5 goons in that who... their units won't be in this mission. Sorry to them. But they'll still be around for next time. Plan for now is... let's have some more fun with this flamethrower. Just because it's so awesome.
We're on it.
I can see it didn't quite kill this one guy, and like all dwarves, it's it can be a double-edged sword. You can really damage your own units quite badly with a bad flamethrower, or it can like really cause disaster if it's not well timed. Something you might have saw is that the Dwarf Smith also has a ability most Dwarven Demolitionists don't have, is that Dwarf Smiths can attack in melee. Be quite good at it, in fact. Hear him going after this spider cultist.
Yes, sir. Yes, let's get him.
This is a very melee-heavy mission, unless you're flamethrowing things. I'm sure it would be nice to have more hair and guard to heal units like my Smiths or Connacht, but we won't be able to do that.
We're moving.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Smith up front. Here's a new unit, a Spider Priestess. We'll get to see what she does in a second. Spider from the ceiling, not too worried about that. Whoa, a little worried about that if he's going to go after my dwarf.
And stay down.
Oh, so this is what the Spider Priest does. It throws vials of poison that can paralyze your units. It also does damage, which the damage it does do is very minor, not even worth mentioning.
Let's get him.
It's the paralyzing effect that's quite deadly. I almost lost this one warrior simply because I couldn't fight back.
Got it.
Oh, but no, I'm happy.
Got it. We're moving.
I mentioned we can't heal our units, but we can do this. There are a bunch of dead dwarfs scattered around this mission. Some of them are actually dead dwarfs. Others...
New units received.
are new units, like Puisto Some of you people have terrible names, I gotta say.
Yes, sir.
At the very, very beginning, I could have gone 2 ways. I went the way I chose because this way, I can get more Dwarf Smiths, and Dwarf Smiths are awesome. They also have the greatest taunts, and this... Here, you guys can see what's going on, right? There's no wooden beam blocking the action. Everything Myth does, it's, you know, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. They bring in a good idea like Dwarf Smiths and then put bars that you can't see what's going on.
We're moving.
Okay, I saw a spider going on this way. I want to chase that guy down. Come on, come on. I also wanted to go down this way because 2 more Dwarf Smiths down this way.
New unit received. New unit received.
And that's all I'm getting. If I went the other way, I'd have to fight actually quite a lot more units, and I'd only get 3 Smiths total. This way I get 4.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A Smith here. And a Smith here.
Okay.
For now, just do that. Those guys burn you. You guys are fighting, right? Fight back, please.
Sir. Got it.
Casualty.
Oh, come on.
We're on it.
Sometimes your Dwarf Smiths are kind of hesitant to want to use their abilities.
Yes.
With pleasure.
Let's get him.
There we go.
Got it.
Okay, not bad.
We're moving. Got it.
Moving
We're
forward.
moving.
Bunch of spiders and a spider priestess. What I'm going to do for this room, I'll lead all these spiders into my smiths and try to not anger this priestess just yet. Nope, she noticed. The priestesses on their own aren't that bad. Sometimes you can even... Yeah! Trick them into killing their own units. Or paralyzing their own units. Okay.
We're moving. We're moving. Yes, sir.
Now this is the main objective of this mission. We have to rescue this guy. This is Traval. He is the dwarf that built the Tane and the Sunhammer. He was mentioned, he was seen in a couple previous cutscenes. You actually saw a thing about the spiders in those previous cutscenes if you were paying attention.
Got it.
As well. Okay. This is make or break point. What I'm going to do is have my 3 Smiths burn these 3 groups and hope for the best.
Okay.
Move that one up.
We found them.
Yes, sir.
Kind of.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're on it.
Okay, Priestess is dead. Once this guy is okay. If he's frozen and then unfrozen, he'll still want to use his previous command, which was flame those 4 spiders, cultists. Unfortunately, I was engaged in melee with him at the time, so I didn't want that to happen. Damn it, a bunch of guys got stunned again. Who is dying?
We're on it. Stay down.
I lost another Dwarf Smith. That's
Yes,
not good.
sir.
I was originally hoping I could do this mission without losing any Dwarf Smiths, but man, it's really hard to do that. It's really annoying when you can't heal your units and you have to focus on melee.
Got it.
I'm just gonna skirt around a bit. Not get in the range of this spider priestess. Sure, if a single cultist wants to attack me, I don't mind ganging up on him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Your order, sir.
Move some guys around.
Yeah.
Okay. Burn one group, then burn another group of opportunity. Ooh, that was pretty good. Okay, good stuff. Now, Connacht will go do the honors. But you know what? I don't want to do that yet. Let's,
Sir? Okay. Yes. We're on it.
I think some of those are gonna die. They're really hurt. No, don't die. Come on, pull through. Yeah, one spider priest left. Normally the best way to do this, here we go, I'll get this one to go try to burn her, and then this guy can be a distraction. I normally want to use Connacht, but he's too injured at the moment, can't risk him. Yeah. Sometimes the priestess noticed and throws a bottle your way, but no, we should be done. Here you go, little buddy. I'll make everything better.
New units
my
received.
aching head. Hey, don't face.
Yeah!
Hey, talking to you.
We won!
You want some?
We won! We won!
Connacht and the dwarven smiths drove the remaining spider cultists from their forge. But they were too late. All of the forge's artifacts were missing.
So 3 deaths to 108 kills. I'll be proud of that any day. But let's take a look at our kills, our heroes. We have Connacht with 42 kills, Lennon, our first dwarf smith, with 27. We have Connacht again with an ex-country guy who was a warrior who wasn't even in this mission. This relates back to that opening cutscene where Connacht kills the 2 spider cultists. The second Connacht and ex-country guy were the units that were outside of the mission that never actually got to participate, but they still show up in this screen because the whole thing's bugged. Well, these spider cultists have stolen our most important shiny things, so join me next time when we go take them back.